Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, students.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you today? I'm good. How
I'm
about
fine,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am?
How about you?
I'm good. Before we start the lesson, the leader of this class, please read the prayer. Akbar, lead the prayer, please.
Yes, ma'am. All right, everyone. It's better to us to pray together before the class begin. Pray, begin. Pray, finish.
Okay, thank you. Who is absent today? Is there any student that not come to this class? I think Sunny. No?
Sunny and Rianti.
Okay, Sunny and Riantika. Maybe they are still on the way. Okay. Before we start the lesson today, I have the question for you. Have you ever attend the school event, for example, like fancy? Have you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, good. So, how do you know about the information about the fancy? How do you know?
I know it from an announcement, ma'am.
Yes, great, Karin. Before the fancy begin, so the student council or the committee inform the student through announcement. So it is related to today's material about announcement text. I will share the screen first. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, today material is about announcement text. And then the next slide. What is this? Anyone know?
It's announcement, ma'am,
Yes, this is the example.
about
Yes, correct. That's correct. But before we learn more, we learn deeply about announcement. I would like to ask you to create one question related to this picture. And you can type your question to the link that I will share through our WhatsApp group. Wait a minute, yeah. I have shared it through to our WhatsApp group. You may check it and then create the question related to the picture. I will give you time. Okay, the time is up. I will show you the result, yeah. Okay, this is the result. There are questions about related to those pictures, and I will choose 3 questions to be answered. Wait a minute, I will choose it and then I will type it to the PowerPoint. Can you see the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. There are 3 questions. The questions are what is announcement and the function of it, and then what is the generic structure of announcement text, and the last, what are the language feature of announcement text. I will ask you to answer all of those questions, and then after that, I will choose 2 of you randomly to answer those questions. I will give you 5 minutes to answer it. Is it enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Take,
ma'am.
take your time. Okay, student, the time is up. It is your turn to answer the question. I will choose Nurul Hidayah. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
You can deliver your answer number 1 until number 3.
All right. Okay. First, what what is announcement and the function of it? Announcement is something that is written, printed, or spoken verbally so that other people know that there is something happened or about to happen. And then the function, the purpose is to inform the announcement text information about an event, job vacancies, new enrollment, new admissions, and so on. And then the next question, what is the generic structure of announcement text? Is that correct, babe? The generic structure. The title is, this is the most important part because it represents the entire content of the announcement. Even so, sometimes it is not clearly stated. And then what are the language features of announcement text? Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Yes.
Explanation. The further explanation of announcement usually consists of basic information which includes type of activity, time, place, and participant. And then the third question, what are the language features of announcement text? Uh, Announcement text using simple present tense and simple future tense. That's all my answer, ma'am.
Okay, great answer. I want one more student. Rizky Fitriana. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, you can answer the question.
Uh, what is what is announcement and the function of it? An announcement is a written or spoken statement in public or formal words containing information about an event that has happened or is going to happen, so publicity people know what, when, and where it is about. And the function of announcement is used for giving people some information of what has happened or what will happen. Number two, what is the generic structure of announcement text? The generic structure are main idea and details of information. And number three, what are the language features of announcement text? The language features of announcement text mostly use simple present and simple future tense. That's all, ma'am.
Okay, thank you Rizky Fitriana and Nurul. That's great answer. And I will continue to give the deeply explanation about this material. The first one is the definition of announcement. Announcement is a public statement containing information about an event that has happened or is going to be happen. So in the announcement, we can find the information content of the event that has happened or going to be happen. For example, like the date when the event start and then the place, etc. And how about the function, the social function? The social function, of course, giving information about an event that has happened or is going to happen. So in the announcement, as I said before, that it is consists of information. So the function is to give the information. And then how about the structure? There are two structure in the announcement. The first one is the title or the type of event. So what event that be announced, and then the detailed information about the event. For example, like I said before, date and time, place, contact person, or address. And then the last is about language features. The first one is using simple present tense and simple future tense, because announcement related to the event that going to be happen, so it use simple future tense because it happened in the future. And then use exact noun, and for written announcement we must pay attention to the spelling and punctuation, because if there is wrong spelling or punctuation, the information cannot be delivered well or can be misinterpretation, like that. And then here I have the example of announcement. This is about the type of event that announced here is about Rista Regional Games 2019. And then the rest of it is the description, the detailed information from the announcement. For example, like the date and then the place. And then how about the language future content in this announcement? I will explain you first. The first one, as I said before, that using simple present tense and simple future tense. So in this announcement, we can find will be on May 5th. It means that it is used simple future. And then for this one, please pay your second semester. It means that it use simple present. And then how about the exact noun here? It is May, semester, attention. It is the example of it. And then also the spelling and punctuation. For example, this one, full stop here. So we must pay attention to it. And then the next is kind of announcement. I want volunteer to read this slide. Who will be the volunteer here? Karina, please read this
Yes,
slide.
ma'am. Okay. Kind of announcement. First, 1. Public service announcement. 2. Graduation announcement. 3. Notice. 4. Warning. 5. School students organization announcement. 6. Missing person announcement. And the last one, business announcement.
Okay, that's great. So announcement is not always about school event. It is also can the other event. For example, public service announcement, graduation, school student organization, missing person. Missing person also can become the announcement, and then business announcement. There are many kinds. And then the next one is about the example. This is the example of kind of announcement. There are 4 announcements here. The first one is about the flag raising ceremony, and then the next is about the birth of baby, and then the third is about loss of sting, and then the last is about people who died. And then All of them consist of detailed information. So this is the detailed information contained in those 4 announcements. I want ask you to read it. Maybe Rizky Fitriana, could you please read this slide?
Yes, ma'am. Detailed information. First, flag raising ceremony, time, costume, requirement, and announcer. Second, birth, name of parents, name of the baby, date of the baby birth, place of birth, weight and height of the baby.
Okay, good, Rizky. So in those 4 announcements, for example, in the first announcement, flag raising ceremony, so consists of title, custom, requirement, and the announcer. Announcer is who the person that create the announcement. And then for the birth of the baby, we can add the name of the parents, name of the baby, date of the baby birth, place of birth, weight, and height of the baby. And then how about the number 3 and number 4? Please, Nada Rosana, read it.
All right, ma'am. Should lost. The first is thing that is lost, and then description of the owner. And for that, first name of the person who passed away, and then year of born and death, and then time of the celebration, place of the celebration, direction to the place, and contact person.
Okay, good. In the third and the fourth announcement, we can find the things that is lost. For example, the bag or the wallet or other, and then the description of the owner. So the function of this description is to inform the person that find that goods to 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 know where they must return that goods. And then for the death, for example, name of the person who passed away, year of birth and death, time and celebration, place, direction to the place, and also the contact person. So far, is there any question?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not yet, ma'am.
there is no question. Let's continue to the exercise time. I will share you the question. This is the question. Can you see the question in the word? Can you see the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is the question. There are 10 questions related to this meeting. I will share it through our WhatsApp group. Wait a minute. Okay, student, I have already shared the this material, this exercise through our WhatsApp group. So you must done it in 10 minutes and then you submit it in my email. So you submit it first and then we will discuss it later. Do you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
you may start it. Okay, I think the time is up. It's already 10 minutes and all of you I think have already sent me the answer of your of the exercise, and now it is our turn to make a discussion related to this material. The first one is number 1 and number 2. Please, Rizky Fitriana, can you read number 1 and number 2 and also the answer?
Yes, ma'am. Number 1, what kind of the text is it? The answer is D, an announcement.
Okay,
And
great.
number
How
2,
about number 3? Okay, continue.
what is the text about? The text is about C, an invitation to join a class meeting, ma'am.
Okay, great, Karina. The answer for number 1 is announcement. So it is the example of announcement like we have told before, yeah. It is correct. And then the second one, what is the text about? An invitation to join a class meeting. You are correct. Because it is written here, all students must join the class meeting. So it is the invitation to join class meeting. Okay, next. The next number. Number 3 until 5. Nadia, can you read it for us?
Yes, ma'am. Number 3, what time will the festival begin? The answer is A, ma'am, 10 a.m. And then number 4, in line 3, the word feature is possessed in meaning to. The answer is C, include. And number 5, what job will be done the day before the festival begins? The answer is B, setting up the gym.
Okay, let's take a look to Nada's answer. Number 3, the answer is 10 a.m. Yes, that's correct because it is written here, yeah. And then the next one is in line 3, the word future is closest in meaning to include. Yes, great. It is great. This special event will feature a variety of professional musicians and singers. So, future here can be replaced with include. Okay. What job will be done the day before the festival begins? So, the answer is B, setting up the gym. That's correct. Because the festival began at 12, right? So before 12 is 11. So in 11 we set up the gym. Great. How about the next number? Number 6 and 7. Karina, could you please read it for us?
Okay, ma'am. 6. What are the things offered in the new library? The answer is A, books and DVDs. Number 7. Why does the writer make the announcement? The answer is B, to invite the reader to visit the library.
Okay. Those are the answer of Karina. What are the things offered in the new library? Books and DVD. That's correct. Here, yeah. Written here. New books and DVD collection. And then, why does the writer make the announcement? The answer is B. To invite the reader to visit the library because the announcement contain the information about new books and new DVD. So, the reason why this announcement written, the purpose is to invite the reader to visit the library. Good, Karina. And then the last 3 questions, number 8 until number 10. Rizky, can you read it for us?
Yes, ma'am. Number 8, when do the members have meeting? The answer is B, on Thursday afternoon. Number 9, where do they have the meeting? The answer is D, at the school hall. Number 10, how long does the meeting last? The answer is B, 1 hour.
Okay, let's take a look to Rizky's answer. The first one. When do the member have meeting on Thursday afternoon? Yes, that's correct because in this announcement, the meeting will be held at Thursday from 16 until 17. So it is Thursday afternoon. Great. And then Where do they have the meeting? At the school hall. It is also directly written directly written in the announcement, school hall. And then the last, how long does the meeting? 1 hour. That's correct because it is from 16 until 17. That's great. That's great, student. That's that's very great. All of you answer the question correctly. Wait a minute. And then we will move to presentation again. So I will give you homework. For your homework, you must find one example of announcement text about school event, about school event, and then analyze it with mentioning the function, structure, language feature, and detailed information contained in the announcement text. And submit it to my email too. My email is still the same. I will give you 3 days to complete this homework. Do you have question related to today's homework?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if there is no question, I will make a brief review about today's material. Today's material will learn about announcement text, we'll learn about the example of announcement text, and also the definition of announcement text, and then social function, and also the structure, and the language feature, and the kind of announcement text, and the last is about detailed information of announcement text. So don't worry, I will share this PPT in our WhatsApp group so you can review it by yourself again, and then if there is a question related to the material, you can directly contact me through WhatsApp group. And I will make conclusion for today's material. It is very important for you to learn about announcement text because it is related to our daily life, because in our daily life we often find the announcement text. So it is better for you to can understand understand the information content in the announcement text correctly. So it is very important to avoid the misunderstanding. Uh, is there any question about today's material before I close this class?
Not yet, ma'am. It's clear.
Okay. If there is no more question, I will close this class. Thank you very much for your activeness, for your active participation. Stay happy and stay healthy. And the last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
You're welcome.